Good evening. I'd like to call the school committee meeting for Monday, November 5th, 2018 to order. Could we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Could we have a roll call, please, Ms. Stanzi? Yep.
Here.
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 Thank you. All righty. At this time, we have allowed 10 minutes for public comment for any items on tonight's agenda. If anyone wishes to ask anything. No? Okay. That takes care of that. The minutes are not ready from our meeting last month, so we will pass on those till our next meeting. Our student representative report. Shane is not here this evening. He's got a commitment up in Boston. Good luck. So we're very fortunate to have our alternate, Madison Correa. Madison.
So to start, our one-to-one initiative is in full swing. All 1,070 students have received their Chromebook, and classes across all departments have integrated their Chromebooks into their curriculum. I know in all of my classes I use my Chromebook from document photography to pre-calc. We'd like to thank the school committee, the superintendent, and the central office, Mr. Galashaw, and the tech department for this really just amazing learning tool. It's so useful in so many different ways. Our band is doing fantastic things yet again. Just last night, they earned a NESBA Division 5 championship with a score of 99.6. Along with the band, several of our fall athletic teams have had fantastic seasons, and many have qualified for the MIA tournament. Just a few shout outs. Congratulations to our field hockey team. They were Old Colony League champions this season. To our boys and girls soccer team. They both won their first tournament yesterday and they'll be playing tomorrow. And congratulations to our cross country team. They have many runners competing in the future in an upcoming state meet. And finally, congratulations and good luck to our volleyball team who is actually playing right now. Several students involved with Dartmouth Media Program recently received an honorable mention from their submissions through the Mass.dot competition. There were videos promoting awareness and for, I believe it's like texting and driving and stuff like that. And DHS was one of 4 schools in the state to be recognized by the competition. There will be an upcoming meeting held for students in a focus group to discuss and give feedback on the new schedule, the 7-period schedule. Students from all grade levels and all sorts of academic rigor levels will be starting to meet with Mr. Tilo tomorrow morning. And today, students had a very unique opportunity to watch a presentation from the local author, Holly Fitzgerald. She wrote the book Ruthless River and was generous enough to donate a class set of her book.
Wow.
I went 3rd block and it was just so fascinating to hear her speak. I heard her speak, I don't know when, but each time it's just more and more interesting the way that she speaks and what her story is. So thank you to Ms. Fitzgerald and Mr. Higgins for organizing this. And finally, guidance has been very busy meeting with many seniors who are in the process of setting up their college applications and planning for their future endeavors.
Very good. Excellent. A lot going on. Good. Any questions for Madison before she departs and has to do her homework and everything else? So, totally understood. All right. Thank you, Madison. Okay, we were scheduled to have a presentation this evening, but we're going to pass over that as a couple of things have popped up on that, so we'll hold that till a future meeting. Next item on the agenda is consent agenda for Dartmouth High School to participate in the Deca competitions for 2019. Dr. Gifford, you have anything on that?
No, just recommending that we vote that they attend this as well as they usually do.
Yeah.
I'll move approval.
Moved by Dr. Jenkins, second by Ms. Amaral, on the motion, any discussion? Good luck.
I would just like to say good luck to them, but also that I'd love to hear them. I think one time they came back and gave a report on how it went.
Yeah,
And
I
that was
was,
really fun. I would love to hear them come back.
yeah, yeah, I was hoping, I had emailed Shane earlier in the week, hoping that he'd be able to, 'cause I was going to ask him to talk a little bit about it and have it, he's got a commitment tonight and wasn't able to make it, so we'll plug him on his forward
That would be great.
agenda to go through it. I know I've judged numerous times, and it's real exciting and interesting to watch the students as they prepare and they go through everything, so that's good. On the motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right. Old business, school committee policies.
So we have 5 policies that include updates to the non-discrimination statements that we discussed last time in the first read, and 6 policy, which is Mr. Kiley explained, the student activity account.
Okay.
So we're asking for a second read and a vote.
Any questions, any comments? Do we want to take them individually, or do we want to take them all in one fell swoop? Take them all together?
That's
Okay.
fine, yeah.
You okay? Yep, okay. All right, so I'll entertain a motion to, for a second reading and a approval on policy JJF, AC, GBA, GCF, JB, and JFBB.
So,
Moved by Mr. Oliver. Second by Dr. Karafotis. On the motion, any discussion? Chair hearing none, all in favor say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay. I guess the next item is mine, Greater New Bedford School Committee update. I don't have an update for you. I did see both Mr. McDonald and Ms. Haskell, the town moderator, at town meeting, and told them, we had made our decision. And Mr. McDonald is, I believe it's on the select board agenda tonight to be discussed. And Ms. Haskell was just waiting for everybody to get together. So as soon as I hear from Sean and Melissa, we'll hopefully get this put to bed and be ready to go. Dr. Karavos?
The select board determines another candidate.
Well, there's 3 votes, so we'll, and I remember one time that I had, again, I was the representative, and we had one person, the moderator had one that they wanted, the select board had one that they wanted. So none of them we ended up with a 4th candidate type of deal, so it's just politics. Just wait and see. So that's how it will play out, so. Okay? So that's all that is there, all right. Okay, anybody else have any other old business? No, okay. New business, superintendent's evaluation, and that was scheduled to be discussed and done tonight, and I will do the mea culpas, as I seriously did meet with Miss Amaral, and I appreciated her time, and she was kind enough to take everything and put it together for me in the computer, because you all know my wonderful computer skills, and she sent it to me, and I totally and completely spaced it out, didn't see it, so I apologize for that. I've had a discussion with the superintendent on that, so we'll put that on the next agenda. Totally my fault, nobody else's. When I'm not trying to drag feet on this or anything of this nature, I just missed it, period. Okay, that's, jeez. Jeez, between my pay this and the band, oh, boy, I'm going to be broke. Wait a minute, I'm retired, I can't, can't do that. So that's that. All right. FY '20 budget timeline. Mr. Kiley, I guess that's yours?
Thank you, Mr. Newton. So you have a draft budget timeline before you for FY '20. It's hard to even think that we're almost here for FY '20, but as you'll see by the timeline, there's a lot to get done between now and town meeting. So what I did, so this is a very similar timeline to the budget process that we've had the last, well, really several years, which I think has gone very successfully. What I did do was I made the public hearing, I didn't assign a specific date to the public hearing. I know as we move forward, Mr. Nunes had voiced some concern as to what information we may or may not know as of that time in terms of state funding and town funding. So in the interest of sort of being flexible, I think, and hopefully giving ourselves the option, we could hold a public hearing at either of the meetings in March or even the first meeting in April if we really wanted to push it. The only difficulty that we have is that then we need another meeting following that, 7 days after that.
To approve it.
To approve it.
Right.
So we need to consider that in our schedule, but it should be doable. So I've sort of provided that flexibility in this timeline.
Thank you.
But other than that, our goal would be to present you with something in mid-February to begin to discuss. So you'd have plenty of time to discuss that, and I'm assuming we'd probably have a joint meeting at some point with the Select Board and Finance Committee as we've had in the past. And so
Okay.
we're excited about getting started on it.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of uncertainty in FY '20. There's a lot of things that are not contractually obligated, so
Yeah.
there'll be some interesting projections. So.
Mhm. To say the least. Okay. Questions? Anybody? No? No? Okay. Carol?
Yeah, there's usually a date where the school committee meets with you and the administrators. Is that it?
It is. It's let's see. Right now, it's listed as February 4th. Again, we're flexible, and if that date doesn't happen to work, that's a ways off, fortunately. So, and a lot of work needs to be done between now and then, but that's what, about a week before we bring it forward to the full committee. That way we have time to, gather any feedback and sort of inform the final draft presentation to the committee.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Any other questions? All right, so we're good with that. And we've already set the date for the school choice hearing
Yes.
for January.
Yes, we
Am I
moved
correct?
it.
We moved it up one meeting because, that type of deal, so we're good there. Okay, beautiful. All right. Superintendent's update.
It's updating very
Quickly.
Let's see, a couple of things. I did have all of the, I believe one of the athletic events or, I guess, performances, if you will. The cheerleaders also finished third in their competition recently, and it qualifies them for, with their score to make the regional. So they'll be continuing in their process again. I don't want to forget our cheer team,
Oh,
of
good,
course, with
yeah.
everything else that's going on with the athletic department. Let's see. We have had all of our school-based MCAS meetings with the central office to discuss MCAS results to each individual school and kind of their thoughts and insights of what they saw happening and the good things that they did and where they want to continue to make progress to grow with the work that they've been doing in each school. We also, tomorrow morning, the middle school will have its True Grit breakfast, which I always like to pop in, and that is for students that achieved a 90% or higher student growth percentile in their MCAS. So it's always nice, as we say, we like to award that. It's not about always that high achievement, but it's that growing, who's growing and continuing to persist. So that's good. And let's see, as you know, the Mass conference is coming up this week, so I know Mr. Oliver will be attending that, will be there. Let's see, we also have a team, we're going to be talking more about this as time goes on, but we're participating in what's called the Innovation and Transformational Leadership Network with, if you recall, we had Dr. Bill Daggett speak at the beginning of school this year, and the work that we've done at the high school with Pathways, the middle school with the personalized and blended learning. So we're continuing that work by joining this network, and we actually are focusing with this work on our K-8 schools. So we attended our first event 2 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, it was Red Sox won the World Series while I was there in Ohio. So in Ohio, as a kickoff meeting with the team of, let's see, Tracy came, Carl Robidoux from the middle school, we had Trish Leary from Quinn, Kristen Martino from Potter, and Liz Carrere over here from DeMello. And that is the core team of folks that will be attending these meetings throughout the entire year. Some will be here, web-based, et cetera. And what we're planning on doing, we're regrouping now to talk about strategies, action plans, and steps that we're going to undertake to continue to work with rigor and relevance in the K through 8. So it just adds on, it complements the work that we've already been doing, innovative and creativity. Talking about studying best practices and applying those innovative practices to our classroom. And what we're planning on doing, we've already reached out across the district for what we're calling ambassadors, folks that want to join the core group and help with that work as we continue to go on with that. So we were very happy to have a lot of folks step up and volunteer and want to be part of that across the district. So that's just started. As we continue that work, we'll keep you up to date. And the last thing I just wanted to mention was we also had, with Beth Townsend's leadership, the district leadership team met with her and Lori Jodwin to talk more about the Paths classroom at Quinn and establishing some exit and entrance criteria and really looking at the profile of students that would best fit for that classroom as it's going well right now. And just to continue to be able to clarify things for folks so that they understand the various student profiles. And that's about it.
Okay. Any questions? No? Beautiful. Very good. Thank you. A lot of good stuff going on. That's it. Bless you. For me, you know, the wonderful, nice thing about having a student rep is she takes all my thunder, which is absolutely wonderful, and I'm good with that. The only thing I have seriously is, yeah, the band is one last hurrah this Saturday night down at the Meadowlands, down at MetLife Stadium for a national championship, see if we can make it a three-peat. So, bring it, yeah, bring it home, see what we can. But, I mean, seriously, you know, yesterday, 99-6, and we got a perfect 20 in blocks of 20 by the different categories, and we got a 20 out of 20 in percussion and a 20 out of 20 in the color guard. And the others were, you know, the 19.7s and 19.8s. So it was a fantastic day. So that's all I have. You know, she talked about the football team and everybody, and, you know, the sports teams have been doing well. So that's it. You want to talk about your event, the resource fair?
It was last Sunday.
Yeah.
It was a nice day, so.
Good. You get this.
So I would like to remind everyone that the spelling bee is on Thursday night, starting at 7 o'clock. Lots of fun. I invite everyone to come. And this year, we're doing something a little different because we would like to invite people to come and watch, not just spell. This is what I was looking for. We have a number of local businesses have donated prizes, and between the flights, we're going to raffle them off. And not raffle them, you just have to be there and you win. So we've got things like a $25 gift certificate from Brick, $20 from IHOP, Not Your Average Joe's, Oxford Creamery, Cask and Pig, Farm and Coast, Little Moss, a Buttonwood Zoo family membership, a Lloyd Center family membership, and then the very end of the night, you have to stay the whole time, we have 2 Bruins tickets that we're giving away. So just by showing up and watching and hanging out the whole night, you will have some fun, learn some new words, support the schools, and maybe go home with a little something. So we'd love to have everyone. It's over again at the high school, and it starts at 7 o'clock.
That was is Pete Braley doing the words?
Pete Braley is doing the words.
Good.
Yeah, he's going to be our
Announcer.
announcer,
Yeah.
and can't remember, I think we've got Jack Spillane and Sean McInnes and Cindy Marlin are going to be our judges.
Yep.
And we've got, I think, 30 teams spelling. I think Mr. Kiley's going to be there, looking to spell, so it's going to be a good time.
It is.
Excited.
Somebody was saying to me that for them, it's seeing all the different groups in the costumes.
It is,
That-
yes.
that
Yeah,
type of
we're all
deal.
anxiously waiting to see what great costumes the middle school administrative team comes up with. They always have good ones, so
That's it.
we're super excited.
Yeah,
yeah.
always a good time, and for a good cause, and
It
thank
is,
you for
yes.
being involved to do that,
Yeah.
helping out all the kids and everything, so. Okay, anybody else have anything? That type of deal?
I just want to thank everyone at the Educational Foundation for that work they do in supporting the schools and all the teachers and administrators and the school personnel that are going to be part of that. It's always a fun time. And then I'd just like to remind everyone to vote tomorrow. I think we have a very important election, and
Yeah.
everyone gets out there and vote. I did the early voting, and
I-
it was really nice.
Yeah, I did too.
Again.
That was great. One thing I did forget, and I had it written down, I just want to thank everyone at town meeting for their support for the funding for the stadium renovations, Phase 1 type of deal. My thanks to Mr. Kiley and Mr. Oliver and the whole committee for all the work that they've done on that. And, it's funny, you start talking to people about it, and they're anxious to see it start to come to fruition. You can start to feel the anxiety, the excitement building. It's going to be a great project, so, especially, you think about the weather we've had and we're having with the rain, and it would be, oh boy, if we had that turf, wouldn't be worrying about a thing, so, but it'll be good. Do you have any updates on that, Mr. Kiley, or was just going forward?
Just that what we're working on, I'll also say I'm very, very thankful, and I think we're very fortunate that the town supported the project, and there's a lot more work to do to get this done, but Phase 1, we're designing right now and getting it ready to bid, and fine-tuning some of the options. So that's really what we're focusing on right now, but in the background, while we're doing that, we're also preparing Phase 2, which would be renovations to the stands, and so you'll be seeing some more from me as we move forward with the capital
Cool.
improvement planning requests, because that's important too.
Yeah.
It's, but this definitely, we want to be ready and get it bid out so that we can break ground in late March, early April, sometime around then. So.
Good, good, okay. Excellent, thank you, and everyone for their work. Our next meeting is November 26th, right here in the Quinn Resource Room at 6:30. Wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and with that, we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Jenkins, second by Dr. Karafotis on the motion. Any discussion? Chair hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Good night. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.